Welcome to Popcorn Planet. We are live in Lewis's studio today doing our live. I see so many amazing people in the chat. What's up? All the amazing people came to our meetup over in LA. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm talking about you, Tinkle Tits. T is for Tina. Yes, it was so lovely to meet you. D Nice, Lisa, Gene Rick, so many amazing people that came out. Thank you guys for coming out and meeting Lewis, Steph, and I. We're going to be hanging here for a bit live, but I thought let's get to our main story. If you want to watch the full live LA feed, make sure you become a member, join. But let's get to this latest. So we've been covering this story, Lewis. I want to get your thoughts and all the everybody's on. So look, this is honestly all that really matters, because everybody's sort of talking about Russell and what they think of Russell and the opinions of Russell, etc. But the fact that now the police have opened an investigation is basically where it matters. If the police deem that there's nothing there, if they cannot press charges, I mean, you guys can dislike them all you want. At the end of the day, no charge will be, no crime will be charged, in which case no one should be demonetizing him, in my opinion, unless this man is charged with crimes. I don't know what we're supposed to do. But as we all suspect, many of us suspected, these allegations seem serious. And he has displayed a behavior over the years that Hollywood has allowed for some reason that felt a little grabby, if I'm being honest. I can understand why it's now, coming and rear its ugly head. The conspiracy out there that the media is censoring him is one that could absolutely be true, as could the other side of the conspiracy, which is that he knew this was coming in the era of Me Too. He knew he was very grabby. He thought, well, let me build up an audience on YouTube that will be more forgiving of my past if it ever comes to front. Both conspiracies, to me, are valid conspiracies. So I don't know what is true. I'm not here to condemn or defend the man because I just don't know. It's weird because I've had a lot of people comment, how dare you, Andy, after everything you did for Johnny Depp? How could you not? And I'm like, look, I'm not condemning him.
No.
But every person is different, guys. Every person is different. And Johnny had clear evidence in his defense. Now, granted, Russell, I keep wanting to say Russell Crowe. Russell Brand, look, everyone's innocent until proven guilty, of course. But those text messages, they still seem weird to me. The fact that he was dating a 16-year-old, it's weird for me. Sorry. There's a lot out there that's weird for me that he claims to have evidence for. He volunteered that, guys. He was very saying it. So I'm still waiting for it. So my opinion of him is still a little like, well, I'm not going to scream his innocence. Like, I will say he's innocent, but I'm not going to scream it. Do you know what I'm saying,
That's
Lewis?
fair.
Do you feel differently?
No, I think now that the police is investigating and those are the proper authorities, it's not Twitter, it's not this platform right here or any other platform. I think that's a perfect way to go. It is very scary, and please do not interpret this as a defense of the accusations or defense of what he does on his channel or whatever, his opinions. But this is innocent until proven guilty by proper authorities is the way it needs to go, because it's all fun and games and get these people that you don't like off the air and demonetize them until it happens to you or until it happens to me. So right now it's maybe fun. He looks like a creep or whatever. But if there's that little chance that this guy, or a big chance that this guy is absolutely innocent, dude, the lawsuit that's going to come to so many people that just called them, accused them of this, without the proper means or YouTube demonetizing them. What the hell is going to be the lawsuit here? You're just going to make these people more powerful and stuff like that. So we can't have mob mentality because it's going to happen to someone that is pointing the finger. All right. So this is the proper way to go.
Green, thank you. It's Kim. I missed it earlier. Much love. Stay safe. Thank you. I saw that. I'm going to try to get to all your member comments when we're wrapping this up if they stay there. But yeah, so Lewis and I seem to be on the very same page. Again, I'm not here to look with Johnny. There was evidence, and I saw Kim say too. There were evidence. There weren't multiple accusers. There was one. She was making accusations. Most people believed them right out the gate, and we all sort of thought. Oh, I mean, I'll admit it. I always thought, yeah, that's just a toxic Hollywood relationship. They probably were just drunkenly yelling at each other. Like that's what I thought it was when I first heard it. And then as things got serious, we started realizing, oh no, it was the other way around. She was the abusive one. And so that helped. We had clear evidence, and that it's irritating to me that there's now this new mentality that any celebrity man comes forward, automatically we are supposed to scream the defense of. Now, I'm not saying we should condemn them, and I don't think I've been condemning Russell Brand either. Like, I'm allowed to have an opinion, but the dude should be monetized on YouTube still. I firmly believe that. So, it is what it is, but it's frustrating. There's a lot of people intensely saying he's innocent. And I don't know, just some of the past clips and things. It's not like saying something inappropriate. Like the dude was, do I have your permission, Lewis?
You always do.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, it's just like, you just can't do that to random celebrities in interviews and stuff. You know what I mean?
Pretty hard, aren't I?
No, he's much harder than I thought. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I can see why people are like not so quick to want to be in his defense. Like,
look,
that's not being a creep. It like verbally,
Look, we had the meetup on Saturday, and a lot of people wanted to hug me, and they were like, "Is it okay?" Like, and I felt bad because it is okay, and everybody's so scared and stuff because with the truth, there's a lot of mix of untruths. Amber Heard and stuff like that, and maybe other false Me Too accusations, and it's a very messed up time because I feel humans love to hug, but then it's like, okay. Is it a creepy hug? Is it unwanted? Are you going to switch it later and say it was unconsensual? Is it good? So that's where people are. But I will say this Russell Brand behavior was fine when he was in the Hollywood mix, when he was in sequence with the Hollywood, frame of mind. Now that he questioned things, the accusations come, and that's where what we call the people that are blindly defending him, maybe. So we got to look at it both sides.
It's
right?
true. It's true.
So
Hollywood allowed it, and I said that earlier, but you're right. It's like it was a thing.
It was funny back then. Now it's an investigation.
But I guess that's what I'm looking, because I am trying to look at things more clearly. Like, was it funny then? Like, I laughed.
I'm saying they were funny,
but
I never liked them. I never liked.
Like when I watched the Catherine McPhee thing, that clip, like she's playing along, she's in good spirits. She's even said it's not a big deal, sure. But I don't know, like as a woman, you sort of have to play along and you have to say what she said in order to not be seen as difficult or a bitch or, that's the attitude. And so it doesn't seem like it was that big of a deal. She sat on him. And by that point, it felt like, all right, well, you're acknowledging it. But there's sort of like a feel in Hollywood that you need to do those things. And so I can understand why that needs to have a reckoning to a point of like, no, we can't grab people on talk shows. It's just like, I would never, ever do that. And Hollywood allowed him to get to a point that I can see why this is now coming to a head. Now, again, I will say it again. I've said it a million times, innocent till proven guilty. But, we're having a conversation about it. His story is a little bit different than everybody else because he hasn't shied away from being grabby and talking and doing these things. So all that said, as we're who knows what's going to happen. There's a very high likelihood he will not be charged. No one will come forward. The dude will continue to stream, and everyone will forget about it and move on. That is a very high likelihood. However, today's news over the past day or so, yes, the UK police have opened investigations as more. They've opened this investigation because more allegations have come forward against him. The Metropolitan Police in London has launched an investigation of non-recent offenses in the United Kingdom after a joint investigation by the outlets, the British media outlets, was accused of R and SA. Following an investigation by Channel 4's dispatchers in the Sunday Times, the Met has received a number of allegations of SOs in London. The force said in the statement, we have also received a number of allegations of committed elsewhere in the country, which we will investigate as well. All the offenses are non-recent. Unclear what that means, if it's past the statute. If there's enough that come forward, it can be past the statute. Detectives from the Met's Central Specialist Crime Command, led by Detective Superintendent Andy Furphy, that's a cool name, Murphy, like what, Furphy, will carry out the investigation. According to Met's statement, we continue to encourage anyone who believes they may have been a victim of no matter what long time ago to contact us. We understand it can feel like a difficult step to take. I want to reassure that we have a team of specialists available to advise and support. So there you go. So this is, and YouTube has now demonetized the channel. His tour has been postponed. BBC and others, I think, have also removed some of his stuff due to, the Rona denialism that he's had and conspiracy theories. So they say some of these things are that. What's frustrating, Lewis, to me, is that I do believe Russell Brand has done some topics that he's right about. Like, you can be against big pharma, you can be questioning COVID, you can be doing the things that he's doing and still be a bad guy. That's the problem here. So what do you think? Do you think it's they're trying to silence him due to these beliefs that he's putting out there?
Absolutely, because there's several people that he's got questioned that have a lot of money and have a lot of power. So that's another thing. And it's a topic that people are very passionate about, and stuff about big pharma and everything like that. And he's starting to look like a hero, right? To some.
Yep.
So they're going to blindly support whatever he does. And if he stepped in it, they're going to do that. But my thing, Andy, is going to be the lawsuits. If he is innocent of everything, is proven innocent of everything and clear.
Yes.
The demonetizations, like you reported, and all that, doesn't that get prorated? Doesn't that get?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't that
huge damages?
That's like huge damages. It's going to be videos after videos here reporting on Popcorn Planet, the updates on that, because there's going to be, no matter what happens, there's going to be a certain segment of the society that's going to call him an horror.
Yes.
No matter what.
I mean, I'm still called that too. Yeah.
Well, that's it. And no matter how much proof you bring forward, it's still that, because that's what they want to believe, or they don't even follow up on the story. With Johnny Depp, for example, when I heard he was an abusive person, or the thing with Amber, it was just flash in the news, and I was like, wow, okay. And when I actually saw what happened, I was shocked at the nothing burger, that he was just, he's throwing stuff against the wall right there in the kitchen. It was like, well, where's the assault that everybody was talking about? And it was never there. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not a fan of Russell Brand. I don't know him. I am a fan of questioning authority. Scientists do not know everything. Doctors do not know everything. It is a search for the truth. If you say, whatever doctors say, go. When you go to 3 doctors, they all have a different opinion. Questioning is fine as far as the C or the Bud Light thing is concerned. If not, you're a fool, I think. You don't question.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. But it's tough, right? Because he's right about that stuff, and that kind of stuff, that kind of talk will create an audience that will defend blindly no matter what, because it's an easy way to justify why you're getting hammered. So, there is a theory, guy. In fact, let's put that poll up. There are 2 theories. Which theory is more likely to you? Because, all right, there it is. The poll's out. Hopefully that makes more sense.
Meaning the build YouTube, what you're trying to say by that, because it's a little confusing due to the fact that you only have certain characters, amount of characters you could insert, is that he built an audience that is that kind of rogue audience that would back him up blindly. And that's what he was trying to do before the accusations came.
Yes, that's what, because those are the 2 theories that are out there. And honestly, I could see either being true. Honestly, they both could be true. But the question is, which one do you think is more likely here? Do you think Russell was smart and thought, ooh, the Me Too reckoning is coming. I need to build a conspiracy-based audience that maybe will give me a pass so I can have income coming in when the sponsors watch all my old interviews, which is very likely. Or is the big tech, big pharma trying to silence him? Honestly, yes, I'm sure. To me, I think it's, personally, again, opinion-based, I think he saw it coming. And I think big tech, big pharma also sees an opportunity to be like, yeah, shut that guy up. Let's not help him right now. Fuck that guy. I think there's a genuine both that's happening, but I would probably lean more to Russell saw it coming. I do think he was smart in figuring out how to do that. So we'll see it's interesting, the results here. We'll get there in a second. But yes, as we wrap up this we got more to talk about in the live, but as we go here, they are still, Russell is, I'm going through these reports to make sure we're not missing anything new. This is coming in from Reuters. They've launched the investigation, no number of offenses, pretty much the same story as before. Very serious. Brand has rejected the very serious criminal allegations on his socials that he never had non-consensual things. But we have received numerous offenses. Now, again, offenses is vague. What does that mean? But they will obviously be going through this. And now this is also encouraging because it's people going to the police themselves, right? And that's where ideally you go. Which that's part of the reason why I took these so serious, right? That one woman went to the police. She did.
That is that is good. And I think the reason a lot of people are jumping in to try to defend them is because most people don't go to the authorities. It seems like especially when it comes to a high profile person, they go to X or Twitter or whatever the hell you want to call it, instead of going to the authorities. These people are going to the authorities. So you got to look at it twice. Yes, he may, like you said earlier, he may be right about other stuff, but here he may have messed up. Keyword may. But let the investigation flow, let it go. I think the other platforms are off basis by deplatforming them. I'm sorry, because I'm scared someone may randomly talk stuff about me, and I'm a hermit in here. I don't talk to anyone. I'm in my house, I have my studio. and stuff. And you know, what if somebody decides, hey, I'm jealous of this guy, let me get him down out of here? You know, that's scary. That's not the way civilization should work, right?
But I also, Wendy just made a comment, and I agree. I don't know where I stand, but I doubt Big Pharma gives two shits about Russell Brand. That to me is fair. Like, it's kind of silly that they're all like paying attention to him enough, as if his, like, whatever he says on his channel to his base, they're gonna believe it no matter what. Like, there's nothing he's doing that's actually putting a dent against Big Pharma.
I don't know,
but it's like, you know, more and more people are starting to revolt against the media. I can see why the media wouldn't like him. But Big Pharma, I feel like, likes the division and all of us fighting, and probably enjoys that people are putting out conspiracy theories. I don't know, but that's what I think. I think
they like money. I think they like
do.
money.
But I don't see them losing it because of Russell Brand. Exactly.
I think they may.
How is Russell Brand losing the money?
Because he's saying that maybe there's an option. Maybe you shouldn't do what they ask you to.
Yeah, but how does that go to losing money?
Because it reinforces people's belief who are on the fence. And
to do what? Not buy drugs, buy their medication?
Not buy medication that really doesn't cure you. That just, you have to take.
When you're in pain, you'd buy whatever the fuck they tell you.
Right, but we're talking about Bud Light right now, right? Did he go up against Bud Light?
Yeah, but that's all. Everybody's up against Bud Light right now. That's not an unpopular opinion.
Because of people like Russell.
Criminal opinion. No, I'd say Joe Rogan did it first.
Right, but
Dude
Russell
was almost
Brand
shut down from everything, and he survived.
Right, but Russell Brand's another voice, so it's Joe Rogan.
Sure, I'm just saying the anti-COVID voice is not controversial to me, in my opinion, anymore. I think a lot of people are. That's a California thing. You guys in California are still way, like, I'm a Florida person who dealt with it way differently, and honestly, I'm not denying that COVID was real, but I am going to say the government did some shit. Government and big tech, big pharma, Amazons did some shady shit to extend that thing. Having us locked in made so much money for a lot of rich people. I firmly believe that. Doesn't mean what happened wasn't serious. Doesn't mean that some of it can still be true. But I think there was absolutely corruption. And so my point being, I think I hear a lot of people making that assertion now, or starting to say, like, even Fauci's changing his thing on certain things. Like, everybody's coming to the reality that we just didn't have enough data. We didn't have a lot of data at that point to lock down, and as long as we did, and everything else. So, I mean, and again, I'm no expert. Don't listen to me, but I'm just saying that doesn't feel like something that's so egregious that, oh my God, how's he getting away with this? I don't know. That's
one piece.
It's very, there's a lot of pieces, but just to give you the result before we move on, 60-40, 60% say yes, the big pharma, big tech's trying to silence him. However, 40, bigger than I thought you guys would be, say, no, Russell saw this coming. He built the audience to protect himself post Me Too, because he saw, crap, all these interviews I did of sex addiction, me doing this all over publicly, someone's going to call me out at some point. And that's 40% of you believe that. So if you're wondering why we're still talking and having our opinion, it's because of that, because there's a huge divide on this topic. And I think it's important that we have conversations about it and not scream at each other trying to disagree. He is innocent until proven guilty. Facts.
Yep.
However, we're still allowed to have our opinions on him. We're allowed to listen to the allegations coming forward to see where they stand. And yes, now that there are actual police investigations happening, this is getting a lot more serious, and we shouldn't just be so quick to assume it's a nothing burger. This is not something I'd be excited about. Would you, Lewis? No,
this is actually the right way to go about things. Police investigations. That's the right way. They have the resources. They have not Twitter, and then when you answer these people back on Twitter, they block you. That's chicken accusation, and it should be questioned. This right here is good. This is the right way to do it. It's not good for Russell Brand, and I hope it didn't happen. I hope it didn't happen, because I'm afraid for the victims. They're always going to be traumatized, but this is the right way to do it.
Yes, in a court of law with or in the police. Go to the police. Otherwise, the reality is, like, look, so many people were so quick to call those accusers, potential victims, bullshitters. And like, it's just sad. Like, one of those women got a kit made, went to the police the next morning, has a text from him, alleged text from him, that says no means no. And then everyone's trying to say, well, that meant the still, even if he took his protection off without her approval and still did it, I saw Andrea Burkhart, other lawyers have confirmed that's still SA. Like, that's still a problem. So regardless of how we want to justify it, it's weird how many people were so quick to just debunk it. It's like, it was a screenshot. Clearly that wasn't the proof. Now, if it's not real, it's a slam dunk win for Russell Brand. It's very weird to me that he hasn't sued if that's fake. If that was fake, I'd be like, show me the records. Where'd you see this? Bullshit. That never happened. Show it to me. Why would she, what is this text? I don't know, man.
We're going to find out.
We'll find out. We'll see what it is. Again, huge damages for Russell Brand if it's all fake. He says he has the evidence, or at least he did. He did a whole stream on Rumble for over an hour, and thanks to Clure, who sat through it, I couldn't get through it. I just can't. I can't do it, Lewis. This is all.
Oh, is that what he
does? Also, it's not live, guys. He tapes that show. It's a total lie that he's live on Rumble. He taped it the same time he taped that other, because he's wearing the same outfit, and he just tapes for an hour and then releases it live as if he's live and pretends that he's live when he's not. It's very weird. Just go live. I don't think he can go live because I think he's worried. I don't think he wants to say the thing's wrong. There was some edits and weird things in there. I'm like, oh, he's being careful, and as he should be. These are serious allegations, but I'm not gonna. Sorry, anybody who's like, sorry, not sorry. I'm not gonna go out here and just be like, he's innocent. We'll leave him alone. He's innocent, yeah, till proven guilty, but doesn't mean I gotta like the guy. Doesn't mean I can't say something seems off here. But hey, that's just me. What do you guys think? Tell us in the comments down below. We'll probably trim it here at this mark, which is at, I don't know, 29:39. Thank you so much for watching. If we're live, if you're still here live, don't go anywhere. We're not done. We're just getting started. Hit the join button.